Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get into a brief lesson going back in time, speaking on one of our beloved forefathers by the name of Hezekiah, the king of Judah, at the time of Sennacherib, the king of Assyria. But what I wanted to hone in on was the mercy that Hezekiah received. You know, the mercy in the form of the sure mercies of David. You know, that he received upon the time of him falling ill and being persecuted, you know, by Sennacherib, the king of Assyria, and how Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai not only healed Hezekiah, okay, by adding 15 years to his life, relieving him from his illness, but also defended, okay, and delivered, okay, the city out of the hands, okay, out of the hands of the king of Assyria, man. You see, but what I wanted to hone in on was the mercy Hezekiah received in the form of his sickness he was cured from. Okay, and it wasn't due to him, you know, being disobedient or defiant towards the Lord. No, he received this mercy because he trusted in the Lord. He trusted in the Lord. The scriptures say, okay, among the kings of Judah, there was no king like him, man. Okay, after him or before him, because of the level of trust that he had for the Lord, man, which granted him that mercy. You see, and this is the type of mercy, you know, we hope for in these latter days, man. And this is why I found it, you know, through the Spirit, to be comforting, you know, to the Akiyam and Akwaf, you know, to go into this account, you know, regarding Hezekiah in this lesson. You know, it came upon me during studying. You know, it came in the form of the Holy Spirit, the inspiration, you know, during studying a day or so ago. You know, I found it to be comforting as I meditated on this lesson. You see, and as it says in Romans 15, you know, things were written. Let's start there as a matter of fact. Romans 15 real quick before we get into this. The book of Romans chapter 15 and verse 4, and it reads, "For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning." See that? Now we're learning that we're going to learn in this lesson that trusting Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, okay, having faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and walking a righteous path grants you mercy when it's needed most. You see? That we through patience, right, suffering, right, and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. You see that? And that's that faith. You see, that's that faith, man. Okay, now let's go back in time real quick. Let's start in the book of 2 Kings, the 18th chapter. And we're going to start from the top to get to the point, to get the context of the point, which is pretty much in 6 and 7. But let's read from the top. The book of 2 Kings, chapter 18 and verse 1, and it reads, "Now it came to pass in the 3rd year of Hoshea, son of Elah, king of Israel, that Hezekiah the son of Ahaz, king of Judah, began to reign. 25 years old was he when he began to reign. And he reigned 29 years in Jerusalem. His mother's name also was Abi, the daughter of Zechariah. And that was heavy, right? When you go into Hezekiah's name, okay, his name means Yahweh is my strength. Matter of fact, let's get it for edification.
Strong's H2396. Chizkiah. Chizkiah. Chizkiyahu. Chizkiyahu.
And what's heavy, it goes into what? Yahweh is my strength. Okay, you're gonna see that in this lesson, Lord willing. You know, again, upon Hezekiah falling ill, you know, Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai was his strength, man. And again, not only inhaling him and adding years to his life, but also defending and delivering Jerusalem from Sennacherib, man. Let's go back. Let's continue on in the 2 Kings chapter 18 and verse 3, and it reads, "And he did that which was right in the sight of the Lord, according to all that David his father did. He removed the high places and brake the images and cut down the groves and brake in pieces the brazen serpent that Moses had made. For unto those days the children of Israel did burn incense to it, and he called it Nehushtan." Yeah, one of the first acts of Hezekiah was cleansing and reopening the temple, man. Okay, that his father Ahaz had left desecrated. You can read about that in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. You see, so one of the first acts of Hezekiah was cleansing and reopening the temple, man, and setting things in order. Okay, getting rid of idols from Israel, from Jake. Let's continue on. He trusted in the Lord power of Israel, so that after him was none like him among all the kings of Judah, nor any that were before him, man. See that? Due to his level of trust that he had for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, and this obedience came through in the clutch. Okay, in the days to come, as we're going to get into a couple of chapters from here. Right? For he clave to the Lord and departed not from following him, but kept his commandments, which the Lord commanded Moses. You see that? And the Lord was with him, and he prospered whithersoever he went. You see that? He prospered whithersoever he went forth, and he rebelled against the king of Assyria and served him not. You see? Completely obedient to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And this is the spirit we want to come in the days to come. Okay, when it comes to being offered that grain of rice, that device, okay, that the size of a grain of rice in the form of the MOTB, pursuant to Revelations 13 and 16. You see? Let's jump 2 chapters up. Right? And start from the top. In those days was Hezekiah sick unto death. And the prophet Isaiah the son of Amos came to him and said unto him, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, set thine house in order, for thou shalt die and not live. And right, when you go into the Zondervan, when you go into the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, it tells you that he may have had carbuncle. which is pretty much an issue with like boils, like a cluster of boils, like a form of a skin infection. Okay, just to throw that out there for edification. Right, then he turned his face to the wall and prayed unto the Lord Yahweh, saying, I beseech thee, O Lord, remember now I have walked before thee in truth and with a perfect heart, right? A perfect mind. You see that? And have done that which is good in thy sight, right? And Hezekiah wept sore, right? And we read about that just a moment ago in the 18th chapter. You see how he got rid of the idols, right? He cleansed the temple, right? He trusted in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, right? He didn't serve the king of Assyria. You see? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai didn't forget that. Check this out. And it came to pass, afore Isaiah was gone out into the middle court, that the word of the Lord Yahweh came to him, saying, turn again and tell Hezekiah, the captain of my people, thus saith the Lord, the power of David, thy father, I have heard thy prayer. I have seen thy tears. Behold, I will heal thee. On the third day thou shalt go up unto the house of the Lord. You see that? Hey, that's heavy, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai did good unto him. You see? Hezekiah wasn't visited with evil, but mercy, man. Let me get a quick preset. We'll come back here. When you go to Psalms, real quick, 125. Verse 4 is my point, but I'm going to start at verse 3, and it reads, for the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth, Salakia, lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity. Right? Our power hates iniquity, man. You see? Let's continue on. This is the point. Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good. Right? And to them that are upright. That are upright in their hearts. Right? Upright in their mind. You see? And when Hezekiah prayed to the Lord, when he turned his face to the wall and prayed to the Lord, what did he tell the Lord? Remember, I walked with thee in truth and with a perfect heart. You see? His wishes were granted, man. Okay? His wishes were granted. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai came through for him. When we go back, Salakia, 2 Kings chapter 20, and continue on. Let's read verse 5 again. Turn again and tell Hezekiah, the captain of my people, thus saith the Lord, the power of David, thy father, I have heard thy prayer. I have seen thy tears. Behold, I will heal thee. On the third day thou shalt go up unto the house of the Lord. And I will add unto thy days 15 years. And I will deliver thee and this city out of the hand of the king of Assyria. You see that? And I will defend this city for my own sake and for my servant David's sake. You see that? Hezekiah received the sure mercies of David, man, along with Jerusalem at the time. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai said, I will defend this city for my own sake and for my servant David's sake, man. See? They received those sure mercies of David, man. And this is what we hope to receive in these days to come. The sure mercies of David. But it all starts with what? Obedience, man. Believing in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Walking the path of righteousness. As our righteous forefathers did. As we're reading this account now with Hezekiah. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai added 15 years to his life. He was on his deathbed, man. And he delivered Jerusalem out of the hands of the king of Assyria, man, on top of that. Okay? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai didn't forget, okay, what Hezekiah did for him, man, how he moved and operated in righteousness. And this is, again, this is what we hope for. This is why we're putting up these spiritual sacrifices, hoping that it's accumulating a spiritual bank account in the heavens that can be cashed in on, okay, in these days to come, for mercy. Okay, and pursuant to the scriptures, the Lord won't forget this work we've done. Right, let's go here. Let's close out right here. The book of Hebrews, chapter 6. And Lord willing, this was edifying to you, Akiyam and Akwa. Just a quick faith booster. Again, it was faith boosting to me. You know, just reading into it, you know, going precept upon precept as I was studying again a few nights ago, and it moved me in the spirit. The spirit, you know, I wanted to bring it out through the spirit, you know. The book of Hebrews, chapter 6, and verse 10, and it reads, for Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, is not unrighteous, okay? Is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love. And again, we just read an account, okay, about the Lord not forgetting when it came to Hezekiah. That was big mercy, man. But again, the point is, it didn't come for free. No, that mercy that Hezekiah received was due to his obedience, his faith. You see? His upright heart. He was upright in his heart. Right? Which ye have showed. Salakia, let's read this from the top. Salakia. For Hebrews 6 and 10. For Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed toward his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints, which are the Israelites, and do minister, man. You see that, man? So we hope to receive, you know, matter of fact, let's continue on. We hope to receive the same mercy that Hezekiah received and our other righteous forefathers, man. We want to get beamed up, okay? Like Enoch and Elijah. You see? Let's close out right here, Hebrews 6 and 11. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope until the end. And that's all we can do is hope, man. You see? And that was, you know, that was the reason for me to bring this lesson out. You know, to pretty much give us, you know, that much more stability. You know, give myself, first and foremost, that much more stability of hope. You know, because that's all we have, man. The hope that we'll be delivered, man. You know, we're coming into a time where we're going to have to stand on our faith. We're going to have to stand on it, man. You see, and if Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is dealing with us, hey, we going to stand on it. You see? We're going to stand. He's going to be there for those that keep the word of his patience, man. Pursuant to Revelations. Matter of fact, let's close out here because this is the time we're coming into. The The book of Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10, and it reads, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, right, and you endured unto the end. You strived for the truth until death, right? I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which is going to come in the form of that microchip, okay, that MOTB, pursuant to Revelations 13 and 16, that device, the size of a grain of rice, okay, the idolatrous image, that if you receive it, that's you pledging allegiance, okay, to the modern day Assyrian, okay, whom is none other than Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, okay? And if you do so as an Israelite, you've committed a capital offense, okay? And there's deadly repercussions for doing so, pursuant to Revelations 14, 9, and 10, okay? You have Revelation 16 going into the big C you'll catch from receiving this MARK. Okay, either way, you won't make it if you receive it, and you're gonna be dwelling in torments if you get it. Okay? This is what the hour of temptation consists of, man. That device, the size of a grain of rice, that's gonna be offered unto you, man. That idol, okay? Which shall come upon all the world, man, to try them that dwell upon the earth. See, this is gonna come upon all the world. There's no flea doctrine. Okay, the only way out of this is through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai covering you, man. And this is what we hope for. We hope that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, will cover us, man. And we're able to endure unto the end and fulfill our lot. Okay, and hopefully be counted worthy to take part in the first resurrection, man. That's the goal. To be delivered one way or another. You see, but it starts with standing firm, okay, in this truth. Having faith and trusting in the Lord. You see? That's the goal. Abaratazah, we're counted worthy. Abaratazah, we endure unto the end. Lord willing, this was edifying to you, Akiam and Akwath. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wedash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwath were edified. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Kal Halalium La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wedash. Shalom.